Hi there, my crafty friends. It is Wednesday, July 10th, and it is 7:31. I have been working furiously. I have my bingo, my summer stamp and bingo tomorrow night, and not enough time. Just pulling this up on Facebook. So, I'm not going to keep this part of the video long because I need to get back to my prep. Speaking of which, if you live in the Winnipeg area, I do have one spot available for bingo tomorrow night. Only one. I have everything prepped for this one extra person. So if you live in the area or if you're going to be in Winnipeg tomorrow, then send me a message and we can get you registered and you can come and have some fun tomorrow night and win some prizes and have some make and takes and some just fun. Hey Sandy, just pulling this up here. I'm gonna make this super quick tonight. Where are we? I really wish it would keep the live post right at the top. There it is. Okay, so Tasteful Textures, and I know it's backwards, is my product of the week. So if you, oh my goodness, if you purchase that with me by end of day on Sunday, July 14th, you will get a free take your pick tool. Isn't that pretty cool? I just got my second one today and I want to show you. So I shared this in a video, but I don't think the video has gone live yet. So I wanted to get a second one. So this one will have the little spatula end and the putty tool. And then this one, which I just got today, has the paper piercing tool and the die brush, because I love my putty end. I use this thing every day. So this little thing, I'm going to fill this with washi tape, so there's always some in there, but this is for the big shot station. So die brush, paper piercing tool, lint brush to pick up, this one's almost empty, but little pieces of paper that get stuck to the plates, and yeah. So I thought that was cute. It's actually not my idea. I was at a team member's house and saw this, and I had to copy it. She copies me all the time, so it's okay. Anyways, I'm going to flip this around. I don't think there were any other updates. One spot left for bingo, and the extra promotion is still going. So if you purchase the starter kit during July and August, you will get an extra $40 of product, and you will get a $14 coupon in August to use. And if you purchase anything else in July, you get bonus days dollars. So I placed my bingo order and I have like 9 bonus day coupons, so there'll be some shopping in August. Also, the holiday catalog goes live to demonstrators. I believe it's July 23rd, which is not this coming Tuesday but the following one. So we can see the PDFs and we can pre-order as of August 1st. So if you want to get a head start on your holidays, your holiday cards, gifts, then consider purchasing that starter kit. You could be a discount shopper, you could be a business builder, you can be somewhere in between. Totally your choice. So let's flip this around and get on. I'm just gonna turn that, so cover your eyes if you get dizzy. Whoops, sorry. So much stuff going on, so much. Since you saw a little sneak peek of that was a scrapbook page I did for my daughter's grad a week and a bit ago. I haven't scrapbooked in ages. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in, and the card I did earlier this week is this one. Just gonna turn on an extra light here. Oh, it's not plugged in. So that one, you can't really see the subtle embossing folder, but super cute. So that is this die. Oh, this thing never stays on. I'm going to use this one for my Friday video, but it was this one that I used on the octopus, and this one that I used a couple of weeks ago. So tonight we're just going to use 2 of the stamps. And we're gonna make it quick. actually 3 of the stamps, and this one I destroyed the backing. I got it on there crooked and I was never going to be able to stamp it straight, so I took it off, and now I can use it, but it looks nasty. I am going to plug in this light so you get a bit more unnatural lighting. Bear with me for just a second. Oh, come on. I'm trying to plug it into a spot that isn't meant for it. Okay, there we go. That's better. Other than the glare. Sorry about that. A little bit better. I don't have any other scraps. Put this guy over here. Okie dokie. So, I need a card base. Can't use that one. Of course, wouldn't you know, all the card bases I have are the wrong way. Just gonna prepare one super quick. So I got home today and there was a big FedEx box on my doorstep for my bingo tomorrow night. So prizes are all sorted, working on the goodie bags, lots of fun stuff. So that's why I need to keep it quick tonight. But I did want to go live because I'm sure there's so many people on the cruise that aren't live, and you're going through withdrawal, right? I mean, that's what I'm doing. Okay, I need a scrap of basic black. I'm just going to cut this into 4. So if you are new here or new to card making, let me just give you a quick tutorial. So this is an A2 size piece of cardstock. So it's 8.5 by 11. So we can get 4 mats out of this. We can get 2 card bases. But what we are going to do right now is 4 mats. And I'm just going to trim them down to make it easy to 5.5 by 4.25. Because maybe we want them to cover the whole card front. We don't in this instance, but let's pretend. Okay, so I have a little scrap of Whisper White right here. I will cut that down to 5.5 by, I'm guessing it's 2. Yep, 2 inches by 5.5 inches. Hi Karma, thanks for watching. I'm gonna cut this down after the fact because if I stamp totally crooked, then I've got some saving grace here. So, Pineapple Punch, you're dying to know the colors, right? Pineapple Punch, Mango Melody, Flirty Flamingo. Looks a little bit darker than that, but I know it's Flirty Flamingo. Highland Heather, Bermuda Bay, and Granny Apple Green. One of these days I'm going to get all new ink pads. There are only 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 left to replace. And then they're all the new style. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's not Bermuda Bay. It's Coastal Cabana. I'm like, why aren't these stacking the way they did? That will be why. Now, I just realized I stacked them upside down because I did actually work this way. Not that it really makes a difference, but that is how I did it the first time, so that is how we shall do it now. So we'll just mount this to a block. And I've left myself some room here. So I'm going to try and go straight. Clean it off with the chamois. You don't want to get one color of ink into another. Coastal Cabana. Hey Meredith, thank you for tuning in. Now, instead of having it like blah, 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 I flip it around so that they kind of interlock. Don't you love the sound of my chamois? It's super fun. Highland Heather. Now usually I wouldn't have it where I start with a green and end with a yellow, but I found that if I ended in the flirty flamingo over there, it was too dark to really be able to see my sentiment. So that is the reason for that. I just got two more, hello from Vancouver. Hi from Winnipeg. I got two more of the ink pad and marker storage things today in my order. So I have, I believe, 2, 4, 6 more to get. I think. I've been pacing myself. It sucks, but I didn't need them all right away, and also plus they went on back order, so there was that. They're also not that cheap, and I want to get stamps, right? Oh, did you order this bundle, Sandy? It's super fun. I mean, I thought I was gonna use it just for the dies, but no way, Jose. Now, I want to show you this because if you are a customer or you are a demonstrator and you have someone that comes to you with an ink pad that looks like this, call or email demonstrator support. There's something wrong with it. Mine was all dried out along the edges, so I re-inked it, and I mean it's a little juicy now, but from what I understand, this is mold, so I need to keep this out and email demonstrator support. Now, if you are a customer of mine, customer of anyone's, and you have ink pads like this, please don't hesitate to contact them. That's what they're there for. That you don't, I mean, you end up paying a lot for these products. They're amazing products, but every now and then you get something that isn't quite right. Make sure your demonstrator knows that. Because Stampin' Up! Has amazing customer service. Amazing. And to that point, I just want to show you, I ordered 2 of these, the stamp cleaning pad. One for myself and one for a teammate. And look at mine after using it half a dozen times. It's like falling apart. There's pieces coming off and it's really not in good shape. So hers came and it looked like there had been a piece sliced. And it wasn't the quality that you would expect from Stampin' Up! So I emailed them and we are both getting new pads. Now, the goal for mine wasn't necessarily to get a replacement because I thought, you know what, I love my chamois, love it, like I use it every single day. Never has a chance to dry out. But I don't want this to become something where there's a quality issue like with the Purple Posy and people are getting it but Stampin' Up! Isn't hearing that there are problems with it. So that was my reasoning. Now, with this, I used StazOn. Pardon my reach here. Now, I really should be using the Stamparatus because if I don't get this right the first time, I have to start all over again, but that's good. Now, I usually give my StazOn stamps just a quick wipe on the chamois, and then I take my StazOn cleaner and a baby wipe and clean it. If you buy StazOn and you don't have the cleaner, you're going to want to order the cleaner, trust me. In the same way that the stamp cleaning pad takes staining off of photopolymer stamps, the cleaner stays on off of stamps. So I told you, I've got this stamp mishap, right, where I peeled the label off and took some of the foam with it. Let me show you. Hold my beer while I show you what I did last week. And if you don't follow me on YouTube, you haven't seen this yet, but I almost cried. This is the other thing I have to contact demonstrator support for. So what was I doing? Oh, I was doing this page. And initially I wanted to have Celebrate down there. And I was running my stitch nested dies through the Big Shot, and then I was trying to cut my Congrats, and it suddenly got, the sandwich on my Big Shot suddenly got super tight, and I'm like, what is going on? Must have pulled it apart 3 or 4 times. And I'm looking at my thin die adapter, which, oh my God, this thing should be thrown out. Look how many times I've crushed it in the sides. And then I noticed that this is peeling off. I can see through it. I'm like, what is going on? It won't go through. Well, because the cling stamps, they are a sticky. So I had this on my work surface, and I guess I put my plate down, or my thin die adapter, and picked it up, and it went through the Big Shot a few times. So it's now coming apart. There's like no foam left, and you certainly wouldn't get a good impression from that. So I am going to email demonstrator support and see if there's anything they can do. Chances are I'm going to have to buy the stamp set again, and rightfully so. I mean, that was totally my fault, but I almost cried. Praiseworthy Pros is my online class of the month, so big gap. I'll give you a sneak peek. There's still about a week left to purchase this online class. After that, the registration closes, and you snooze, you lose. So this is the sneak peek. I'll show you this full one because this is a bonus card. We're actually doing 6 cards this month. So I don't want to show you it all because they are so much fun. So anywhere in Canada, you can purchase the online class. I have both a video and PDF tutorial. You can purchase those anywhere. If you decide you want the class kit, that can only be within Canada. So all the details are on my website. End of shameless plug there. And yes, Meredith, I flattened it good. There's no coming back from that one. And it's funny, but I almost tried using it, and then I looked at it and I'm like, well, that's not gonna stamp. But yeah, I flattened it good. Okay, there's 2 more steps, and they're very quick. If I would just stop talking for a second. So we are going to take, I'm just gonna cut a strip of this because I have a really hard time using my basic black. It is such a deep and dark black that, I don't know, I have a hard time using it. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to cut just the strips that I need and then save this for something else. Because if I put the whole thing through my Big Shot, it's going to get the weird marks, and I just don't want it. So I'm just going to cut strips here. I tend to use washi tape on these ones so that it doesn't move. Just going to run that through, making sure nothing has snuck into my Big Shot. Oh, and I watched a YouTuber's video today, someone that's on the cruise. I love that there's no spoiler alerts anymore. We can see product, we can hear about updates. So someone was saying today that they saw the prototype for the trimmer, and they're not allowed to share pictures, but that it is amazing. So she did say, for those of you that are so worried about getting trimmer blades, stop worrying. This thing is far superior. And there's a prototype for the Big Shot, like the new die cutting machine. Sorry, not the Big Shot. And Purple Posy. She had an update about that too, and I thought it was really great of her to share this, and I'm super glad I'm a subscriber. So she said, for those that are waiting for, hi Annette, thank you for watching. Those that are waiting to get all of the in colors together, don't wait. Apparently Stampin' Up! Is having a really hard time getting the Purple Posy ink to match the cardstock, and I think they're on their maybe third, fourth formulation. So if you have been holding off because you want that 10% discount on getting the bundled ink pads, just bite the bullet and get them. And if you order them and tell me that you heard it on my Facebook Live, if you're in Canada, I can't sell outside of Canada, but if you mention, what should be the keyword? Mention the word octopus, and I will give you a 10% discount on the bundle of ink pads, so that when Purple Posy does finally come in, you will get that one on its own. You'll have the other 4 now. So catch that. I was really glad to hear her say it. I mean, I was lucky and I ordered mine in the product purchase premiere, which is a benefit of being a demonstrator that went to Onstage. But it is not the right color. Like if you stamp this on Purple Posy cardstock, it is too blue. So if you have been waiting to get that bundle of ink pads because you want that 10% discount, and I mean, obviously we still can't get Purple Posy until they figure this out, but if you want to order it now and save 10%, then order with me. And let's say let's do it at the same time as my product of the week. So order it by end of day on Sunday, and you will pay just the 10%, like you'll pay the bundled price, and then when Purple Posy comes in, you will get that. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, please comment, because I want it to make sense. Maybe if I say it again, it'll make sense to me. So you pay the bundled price, which has the 10% discount, and then you will get the 4, so you'll get Seaside Spray, Pretty Peacock, Rococo Rose, and Terracotta Tile, and then when the Purple Posy issue is all fixed up, I will send you that ink pad at no additional cost, because you will have already paid for it. Now, that being said, that is for customers. So if you're a demonstrator, I mean, if you'd like to order it, by all means, but I can only do the 10%. Like, I can't do your discount on top of that. Unless you're on my team. There are definitely perks to being on my team. This is a little bit bigger than my first card, but that's okay. Okay, so now all we have left is this little embossing, little bit of embossing. So you know that I keep my strips of cardstock in just a plastic Ziploc bag, so we must have one. These are just all the offcuts from when I do, when I cut a piece of cardstock down to the mats. So let's get that. We'll get our embossing buddy, and I try not to do heat embossing on my Facebook Live because the noise. I mean, when I do a YouTube video, I can edit out the sound so that you just see, oops, not just believe. We want, you deserve it. So yeah, I edit out that sound when I do my YouTube videos, but I can't do that on Facebook Live, I'm sorry. Also, this is just shameless plug Wednesday. If you don't already subscribe to me on YouTube, Stamped AF on YouTube, I would love it if you would head on over and do that. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm almost at 500. I mean, I've been doing this now for a year, and it's slow going, but there are so many things that you can't do. Sorry about my head. So many things that you can't do on YouTube until you have 1,000 followers. But it's also hard to attract followers when you can't do the things that bigger channels can. So if you already enjoy it, thank you so much. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. If you don't, I would really appreciate the like and follow. So I'm just using a dry brush here to remove any extra So between blowing on it and using the brush, I should be able to get rid of any extra little bits that I don't want. Now the embossing buddy should have done that, but it could be that I moved it too much. Okay, cover your ears. Embossing. Isn't there just something about black and white with a rainbow? I just love it. Now I'm going to give you another tip here. I'm full of tips. I am going to cut this with my classic label punch. I'm going to cut it a little further over because I want to be able to cut it straight at the end. Might take a little bit of finagling. Okay, so we'll cut that on this end. Now, I want to banner my end, so I'm gonna, put this back in, create a little diamond pattern here, and voila! One nice little banner, and a nice little diamond left over. Didn't glue this part yet. This is just Tombow in here. I like this fine point, in case you were wondering what I'm using there. So I will mention one more time, if you live in the Winnipeg area and are free tomorrow night, I have one spot remaining for my bingo. One. Prizes are awesome. The goodie bags are adorable. There's little table gifts. You will not regret it. Okay, that is all. So I thank you so much for tuning in and watching with me. I hope that you will like my page if you haven't already and join me for a new Facebook Live each and every Wednesday evening. That is all, my crafty friends. We'll see you next week. Bye.